Thanks for staying with us at 1:30 on this Friday night. We turn our attention to the city's red-hot real estate market. During the height of the pandemic, the housing market took a major hit, but now experts say it's roaring back. And take a look at Exhibit A. This is the latest real estate numbers that show average home prices in Manhattan. They're sky high again, well over $1 million. Matthew Bizzarro is the CEO of the Bizzarro agency in Manhattan. He's here with us tonight to talk about what's driving the rebound. Mr. Bizzarro, appreciate your time tonight. Before we get into what's happening right now, take us back to the spring of last year when the bottom quite literally fell out. Have you ever experienced anything like that?
Yeah, well, that was a very interesting experience because in addition to everything going on with the pandemic and the bottom falling out, real estate was deemed non-essential for a few months. So what we had to come back from was it was incredible. And we had seen prices go down almost across the board 30%, and in some areas up to 40%. So when you look at the numbers we have now and where we've come, it's just been another incredible New York City comeback.
Yeah, and incredible is the word. So tell us, how is it bouncing back? Is it on schedule or is it still a little behind?
I'd say I think from where we came from, we are on schedule. And I think if you talk to anybody, they're very happy and pleased. But we haven't got there yet. Mm-hmm. We're still looking about, on average, 5 to 8% below where we were in the marks before the pandemic.
Yeah, and there was a time when moving trucks were seen all over Manhattan. Luxury high-risers were emptying out. Landlords were offering tenants several months free rent. Is that still happening?
It's still happening a bit in some areas. What we're seeing is a lot of the desirable areas, especially for rentals in lower Manhattan, parts of Brooklyn, we're seeing demand has gone through the roof because areas the clients love that they're close to work and close to where they play. And really the name of the game now is walkability, especially for the rental market.
We always talk about Manhattan and Brooklyn, but there are 3 other boroughs, right? So talk to us about what's happening, right, in Queens and Staten Island and the Bronx. What's happening in those boroughs?
I'm loving those boroughs. And let me tell you right now, Queens market, hot. Bronx market, on fire. What's happening is we're seeing a lot of either first-time home buyers or second-time home buyers decide to move a little bit north or a little bit east in order to get more value, in order to stretch their dollar. So for example, we just closed with a wonderful family. They had 2 kids renting a 250 square foot, 2-bedroom apartment. In each room was about 250 square feet, crawling up the walls. And we went to the market to stretch their dollar. They moved from Upper Manhattan to the Bronx. And in the Bronx, they were able to purchase a 3-bedroom house. And they are happy. Yeah,
and I want to talk to you about another trend that I'm personally seeing. A lot of people are fleeing to the suburbs, especially those who now realize they're never going back to the office. They're always going to work remotely. As an expert in real estate, do you see that?
We're seeing that. We're not seeing as much of that anymore. We saw a lot of the flee to the suburbs for the first 6 to 8 months of the pandemic. But what we also saw, and sort of a story that wasn't told, is that for everyone that left, we were seeing somebody that wanted to come to Manhattan or was in Manhattan or was renting here and was ready to be able to make that first-time home buyer because the prices had gone down into a level where the home buyer is able to stretch their dollar and actually purchase a slice of the Big Apple.
Yeah, and lastly, I have about 30 seconds. It's a buyer's market still, right? So what do people need to know? There are bidding wars. Everyone's getting their asking price, so many and beyond. So tell us, what do buyers and sellers, for that matter, need to know?
Sure. I think first and foremost, it's important to have representation that is knowledgeable about the market and can become your trusted advisor to guide you through the process. Second, we are still experiencing about a 5 to 8% COVID discount right now. So it's a phenomenal time for first-time homebuyers or second-time homebuyers to come off the sidelines because interest rates are so low. And with low interest rates and prices still down, it allows you to stretch your dollar. It's a phenomenal time. Now for sellers, the inventory is all about pricing. If you want to move your home, it needs to be priced right.
Okay, great advice. Matthew Bizzarro, CEO of the Bizzarro Agency in Manhattan. Appreciate you being here. Enjoy the weekend, okay?
I appreciate you.
Okay.
You as well.
Okay.